stuff and things. Still getting back in the swing of things. Oh, hi! Abe thought I was talking to him. Hi, Abe! What you doing? Is anyone here? Can you see me? Comment in the comment section if you can see me. It says the connection is bad, so I apologize. Let me see. 53, 58. Yeah, it says the connection's pretty bad, so... Yay, Mariah's here! You can see me! Now that we have one person here. Time to open the champagne. I'm not going to drink this whole bottle. Or am I? Haha! Mariah, can you hear me? Can you see me okay? Let me know. Also, I painted my nails. I feel... Yay! I feel really weird about my nails being painted like this. I feel like a girl. I don't like it. Hi, Chris! What's up? I was just about to open a bottle of champagne, so I'm doing great. Oh, by the way, this looks super fancy. Doesn't this look like an expensive bottle of champagne? This is $5 at Trader Joe's. So we use... Hi, other Chris. Chris Chin and Chris Tsao. Hi. I probably pronounced your names wrong, but sorry. We had this bottle of wine at every table at our wedding because it looks fancy and it's cheap. And our friends did the same thing. So let's get a bottle of champagne going. Okay. I'm so scared. Up or whatever. Boop boop. Oh god. Does that scare you guys too? I get mildly scared from opening champagne. I used to never open champagne. I always made Eric do it because I was so scared. And then I finally got over it because you have to. You got to get over the things you're afraid of, you know? This channel's all about. Did you see that fly just go across the screen too? Hi, Lisa! It's nice to see you! Do you guys, right off the bat, you guys are the first ones here. So, first of all, do any of you have any questions for me? Because I will answer every single one of them if you got them. I feel like I've got some makeup right here. Okay. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to explain to you what is going to be happening this month, basically. This this champagne is really sweet, so I'm not going to be drinking a ton of it. Chris Tsao, what happened to your face? You look darker. I got tan. But I like that question. What happened to your face? That's what I'm going to start at. Hi, nice to see you. What happened to your face? I look darker because I've been in the sun a lot lately. I really don't wear sunscreen enough. I should probably use a daily sunscreen that has a daily moisturizer that has a sunscreen in it. I should probably start using that because they tell you to, but I don't. And I love the sun, so I just hang out in the sun a lot. And everyone was always asking me, all the Chinese people always ask me, why is your nose red? It's because my nose is like the furthest part out on my face, and so it gets like the most sun, and I'll wear sunglasses, and then that'll be sticking out. So yeah. I think I look darker than I am. I think the camera lighting is a little strange, because I'm in my sunroom, and the sun is going down, so there's like this warm lighting coming in, so I think it looks weirder than my face actually looks. Let's see. Lisa, how was your in-law trip? Hold on, 1 second. This is half my answer. The real answer, though, is it was pretty good. It was really cool to have like an actual home and a car and know the area and be able to go pick them. There's flies who want to just be on this live stream. It was cool to feel like an adult who can actually host people in my own area, because when I go visit my in-laws, of course I stay in their home with them. They drive me around. They pick me up from the airport. So this time we got to do the same thing. So whereas before they were taking a cab from the airport, or they were taking public transportation because we didn't have a car, and they were renting a car, then now we can save them a hotel room price. We can save the car ride. Like, it's not about saving money, but the fact that I can host them is really cool. Also, we went to Petaluma. We went to Oakland, San Jose, Santa Cruz, and then we went into the city a couple times. Eric's graduation was good. He graduated with honors, and he got like a special award. It was kind of cool. It's international business graduation, so what was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted by questions. I'm reading your guys' questions. I'm going to get to them in just a second. His international business graduation was super interesting because there were a bunch of different languages that were spoken at one point or another. And at the end, at the reception, they had like lumpia and samosa and sushi and spring rolls. And it was really funny how like multicultural it is. Like it was at this graduation. So that was really fun to see. We had a lot of fun doing that. So yeah, the conclusion is that I am so thankful they were able to come out here and see us. We don't get to see them enough. We had a great time, and I'm really happy to be back to normal. Because, you know, whenever anyone comes and stays with you, it's always nice to get back to, like, your normal routine. So it's nice to be, like, just here with Eric and just the two of us. All right, who's next? Ahmed. Are you in China? I get this question every day. No, I'm not in China. I'm in California. I moved. If you go to my YouTube channel and click playlists, you can see all the videos of when I moved, the transition basically moving from Beijing back to the Seattle area. And then there's another playlist called Moving to California, and that it shows the transition going from the Seattle area down to the Bay Area in California. Hi, Becca. I love Becca. She's the best. I think you're my #1 fan and my internet friend. I love having internet friends. Lisa, LOL. That good, huh? Girl, you know it. You got in-laws too. I know that. This was just an excuse to drink an entire bottle of champagne. Secret. My secret live stream endeavors. No. I forgot the right word. Anyways, English is hard. Funny enough, the next question is, hi Lauren, do you know how to speak Mandarin or Cantonese? From Mr. Sketcher. I do not speak a tiniest bit of Cantonese, that's for sure. I speak enough Mandarin to not die in China, and that's about it. I know I can count in Chinese. I can say like, hello, goodbye, how are you? No one asks how are you. Does anyone say ni hao ma? Like, no one says that. I mean, they do, but it's just really more of a rhetorical question. But yeah, I don't speak very much Mandarin at all. I have a video called Lazy Girl's Guide to Mandarin Chinese, and that basically tells you how much Chinese I speak. I can't order, I used to at one point know how to say, I'd like another beer, please. So that's useful. Chris says, this is so cool, I never realized that YouTube has a live stream. Welcome! Chris Tsao, is that's C sound. And the sound of the C in Chinese, whew, that thing is hard. It's like a T and an S put together and a little cow. That is a hard one. Becca says, there are a lot of hot Coast Guardsmen in Petaluma. I didn't know that. Funny fact, Eric's dad used to be in the Coast Guard. In Petaluma, that's kind of random, but it weirdly makes sense. I'm going to guess that they go in and out of that little bay area. The Bay Area. Not so little. Petaluma is really cute. It's really small. My favorite part was probably the fact that I got to wander into like a professional knife shop and feel like these really fancy chef's knives. I found my dream knife, I think. It was like $170. You know, it's not unreasonable. I'm not going to buy it tomorrow, but someday I can have it. It was beautiful, and it was heavyweight. Oh, hold on one second. All right. Lisa said, any job prospects for Eric? Okay, let's jump into it. I'm going to cover what's happening this month. If you guys ask any questions or say anything funny in the comments, I'll get to it in a second. Oh, did it stop? Oh, shit. I'm having some internet problems, guys. Something's happening. Okay. Says the stream's good, but everything paused for a second, so I'm really sorry. Okay. So, there's been a lot of, like, secrecy around, like, the plans and things like that. I hate doing that. I want to just tell you guys everything, but the thing is, you know, you have 2 ideas in your head, and only one of them's going to work out, and you don't want to, like, make people anticipate something that's not actually going to happen. So, Eric has accepted a job. It is in the San Jose area, which is not very far from here, so we got lucky with this house because he can actually commute for the first little while, and that brings me to my next point, which is the fact that we are possibly moving. It's not going to be anytime soon, because moving is expensive, especially in the Bay Area, and at the moment we have like 1.5 incomes, so that's not easy either. It's really like 1 1/4 incomes. But we have the goal to move closer to Eric's work, assuming that everything works out okay. So if he likes the job, you know, he gets going in it, this commute is horrible, we don't want to live in this house anymore, whatever. Basically the goal looking forward several months from now is to move. For now, we're thinking that we'll be in this house at least for the summer, which is great because we love our backyard. We have a grill. It's really sunny here. It's freaking awesome. We love this house. We got so lucky with this house. You guys do not realize how lucky we got in this house. And also, trying to find an apartment or a house or a townhome or whatever with a private outdoor space that also accepts dogs and is in our price range is kind of a nightmare. Obviously, the first thing to go on that list is the private outdoor space. But since we have this house, we don't really have to give up on that yet. So we're going to be kind of like window shopping and like online shopping for possible places to live closer to Eric's work. So I'm not going to tell you like the name of the company or the exact like city name because there's a lot of like little townships kind of around San Jose. It's a job in the San Jose area. Has a business title. He gets to use his Chinese skills. It's all very exciting. I'm not going to tell you his salary, but his salary is enough for us to not be put on the streets. So that's great. And yeah, it's just all very exciting. I'm so proud of him. Anyways, enough about Eric. He hates when I talk about him. So anyways, Eric got a job. We're possibly moving in the future. For June, though, I am daily vlogging this month. I'm sure you can tell from the title. I'm going to be vlogging every single day in June, and so I thought it'd be fun, since today is June 1st, to do a live stream today because, you know, as you know with daily vlogs, when you film on June 2nd, it gets uploaded on June 3rd, and etc., etc. So I filmed today, and actually, I need to go find my camera before the end of this live stream because I was going to film a little bit of this. I filmed a vlog today. I haven't edited yet, but that's going to be going up tomorrow, so that's the beginning of the VLUNE vlogs. VLUNE vlogs. I don't know. I didn't come up with the word VLUNE. I watched this girl named Rhiannon Ashley, who did VLUNE last year. So that's where I discovered the word. But yeah, so Eric's got a good job prospect. Let's see. What else? Okay, so daily vlogging. The reason why I wanted a daily vlog. I have been doing a lot of like sit down chatty videos with you guys lately. And I like doing them. I really honestly enjoy making them. I think that I am happiest when I'm daily vlogging just because it's like a routine that I enjoy, and I've never really been a routine person. I remember daily vlogging in Beijing, and I loved the routine of it. Oh, hi, Thandi! I loved the routine of daily vlogging, and I loved getting to connect with you guys every day. It was like my favorite time with YouTube, or I don't know if I can pick a favorite time of my YouTube career so far. But yeah, I really have enjoyed daily vlogging, and I had like 2 people request that I bring them back. So that was enough. It was like, that was the tipping point, was people asking for daily vlogs. So then I was like, okay, I'm doing it. Month of June, we're doing it. And also the thing with sit down videos that you guys don't see is the fact that I feel much more of a need to get a nice setup. So I get my, DSLR all set up and looking nice and in the frame, and then I do my makeup, and I like put on like a decent outfit and all that stuff. And then I also write down talking points, and the editing is really time consuming because I'm often putting in B-roll or photos or whatever. So it is a really time consuming process, and that's why I went from doing like, a video every day to doing 4 videos a week, because I need those extra days in order to prep to make good videos during the week. So by doing daily vlogging, I don't have to do all that prep work and everything, and so that enables me to do a lot of things that I haven't been doing, like ramping up my Etsy shop. I've been getting very excited about that. Getting my website all up in order. That one doesn't make me very excited because I get really stressed out about website things. I don't know if it's because it's expensive or if it's just out of my field. I think it's because it's just this whole thing that's like out of my expertise. And I feel like if I mess something up, I'm going to ruin it forever. And like all my hard work is going to go down the drain. So I freak out about it. So I really don't like doing that, but it needs to be done. Because my goal is to make my website the like premier website for people who want to travel but feel that they can't because of anxiety. There's a lot of people like that out there. It sounds very specific, but there are a lot of people who need help traveling because of anxiety. So I want to be that resource for them online with my website. YouTube is my passion. It really is. I never intended to do YouTube. If you had told me last year I'd be doing live streams, I would have, no. That's what I would have said. Nope, that's not going to happen. Yeah, so YouTube kind of became my passion. You can watch a video I just put up last week on Wednesday, or was it Thursday? I put up a video about finding my passion that explains more about how I realized that YouTube is my passion. But then the Etsy shop, I'm realizing, is like my hobby, which everybody needs a hobby. Plus, I realized because I made my first sale on Etsy that I am undervaluing my product, and that I really can turn this into a consistent revenue stream if I put time into it. So I'm really excited about the time to get my website to where I want it to be, my Etsy shop to where I want it to be, all while getting to do YouTube, because I don't have to do this like prep work for these videos. So and really what it comes down to is that I really like hanging out with you guys, and I like feeling this like fearless fam community. And I miss when I used to get excited in the morning because there would be comments on my video. Now I don't get as excited about my comments, and it's not because of you guys. It's because of the random people who end up clicking on my video because the content is something that they feel strongly about, and then they leave these crazy comments. I get the weirdest comments. Just go on any of my sit down chatty videos about China and you'll see what I mean. The comments are really crazy. So I don't look forward to comments as much as I used to, and I miss that because the whole thing with YouTube is the sense of community. So I really want to make sure I am, fostering the community and enjoying the community myself. I mean, isn't that the point of working for yourself, is being able to do what you love? There's some struggles with the live stream. What's happening? Can you still see me? YouTube says my live stream, my connection is really bad. So I'm sorry if this is like choppy and stuff. Next time I do a live stream, I'm going to plug in the Ethernet cable and see if that helps. I think it might be because Eric is also using the internet in a different room. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, so I apologize if the live stream is buffering and all choppy and stuff. Comment below. No, will you actually comment if you can still see me and hear me? Because I haven't heard from you guys in a little while. I'm starting to get worried. Also, did anyone else bring drinks? Is anyone else having a glass of wine? I'm just going to pretend that Lisa is responding, yes, I have a glass of wine. But I'm assuming, yes, you can hear me. Okay, so the daily vlogs are also going to document this new journey that I'm going on, which I'm not as excited about, but it's necessary. When you get older, your metabolism ain't what she used to be. And I learned that the hard way coming back from China. So when I was born, I was a 10-pound baby. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that before. I was always chubby growing up, always. And then when I got into high school, I got a lot more confident. I was still kind of like on the chubbier side, got into college, gained a bunch of weight. And then my later years in college, like starting maybe junior year, I started becoming a little bit obsessed with losing weight. Yay, you guys can see me. Okay, good. So it's not that I had any, like, I wasn't anorexic or anything like that. At least I don't think I was. But I was counting calories like crazy, like down to like a half a piece of bread kind of a thing. I would, instead of eating salad with salad dressing, I would eat it just plain, like out of a bag and just like shove leaves in my mouth because it was a way for me to like feel full without like, packing on calories or whatever. Anyways, my point is I was also exercising at the time. For me, it's like one or the other. I'm either like eating really well and exercising, or I'm just like falling off the wagon completely. So I have, for the last year and a half, I have been, maybe 2 years now, completely not exercising regularly. Just from time to time I'll exercise here and there, and not really paying attention to what I eat, especially when I go out. So I eat nutritionally like pretty well. I eat I eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. I don't really eat dairy. I don't eat much fried food. I don't eat fried food at home ever. So I eat pretty well. I usually go light on meat. I don't really eat red meat. There's a lot of choices I make that are healthy nutrition-wise, but I have not been controlling my portion sizes. So basically, I know this whole rant is going to end here in just a second. Basically, the gist of it is I need to practice better portion control with my meals, start calorie counting, and I need to be exercising every day. So I didn't exercise much today. I just did my normal like dog walks, which is walking 4 dogs a day. That's like the norm for me. It's a lot. It's definitely like more than an hour of straight like walking, but the reality is that it's not cardio. It's just kind of like stepping. I don't know. It's really not like enough. And I haven't been motivated by the idea of exercising at home, and I've been missing social activities. So I should have started looking into this today, but basically going into the month of June, I'm really going to be paying attention to my calorie intake and exercising. I want to live healthier. I want to feel better. Really what it is I feel tired all the time. I don't want to feel tired anymore. I just feel fat. I don't like pictures of myself. I feel completely comfortable sharing this with you guys, but I don't feel as comfortable when someone reaches out and is like, and I understand the whole Chinese thing of like pointing out that you're fat or whatever. It's like, it's not an insult, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. But when someone is like, makes a comment about how I like look a certain way, and I had already thought that before I posted whatever it is online, then that really makes me self-conscious. So I want to be as confident as I can. I want to be at peak performance. I want to be healthy. I want to be awake during the day. I want to feel energized. So I am really on a kick this month to start more healthy habits. And I know for some of you guys that might sound kind of boring, but it actually is going to be exciting because you guys are going to get to see the transformation. So you guys will get to see in the daily vlogs things related to exercise and food and getting out and adventuring more. I have a whole list of things I want to do in the Bay Area, and I really, really want to make sure that I actually get out and do them. Eric and I are going to be going on a little vacation next week because he's got the week off. We're thinking Yosemite. Oh, so excited! And if Yosemite doesn't work out, we're going to end up in Monterey. So either way, so it's either the forest or it's the beach. So I'm going to be happy either way. I love the ocean. I love trees. So both of them will be great. Yeah. So what is happening? So there's a lot of adventuring I want to do. There's a lot of lifestyle changes I want to make. And all of this stuff combined together made me realize that daily vlogging is a good move this month. I think it'll be fun and interesting, and I hope you guys are excited. If you guys want to join me on this adventure to like make better life choices with diet and exercise, or even just mental health habits, like I know that I should get into meditation. And if I have like an accountability partner kind of a person, I think I would actually do it. But I have not been motivated on my own. And so I would love it if one of you guys is also interested. Let me know if you guys are also interested in making lifestyle changes related to mental health or physical health. Yeah, and I also want to go on adventures. I keep saying that. I'm going to go on adventures. Unfortunately, Eric is going to have the car most days when he starts work. But I am looking into getting a better bike so that I can take public transit more easily. Our bike sucks. I hate it. We got it for like $40 on Craigslist, and I think I'm going to sell it for $40 on Craigslist and then buy a better bike because I'm going to use the crap out of it. Yeah. So lifestyle changes, daily vlogging. I really wanted to get a new daily vlogging camera, but I think I'm going to have to postpone that. There also is another change that I want to make that I don't feel comfortable sharing like to the general public here on the internet, but I'm going to be launching, and please don't laugh at me, and you don't have to do anything on there if you don't want to, but I'm going to make a Patreon page. I know everybody has a Patreon page. It just feels like a bunch of millennials begging for money from their friends and family. I understand that. And I kind of feel the same way. But I really want to improve the quality of my videos, and I think Patreon is like my only hope. So I'm really hoping that kind of works out for me. I don't know. I talked a lot in the vlog today about how I was doing all this research about cameras, and I had decided on a camera. And now I'm realizing that I'm not very decided, and I don't know. I think the nice camera that I've been lusting after forever is actually worth the money. So now I'm thinking of putting it off even further, blah, blah, blah. So daily vlogs are happening via the GoPro / the DSLR camera. So should be interesting. Not the best vlogging setup, but it's going to have to do for now. Okay, that's most of my rant. Do you guys have any questions? I'm just going to drink until someone asks a question. Champagne's not for chugging. I'm not sure if you guys can see or hear me. Although Thandi says, I see you and I hear you. Lisa, no wine yet. Why not, girl? That's okay. Let's see. Do I have any other questions for myself? Oh, I had a weird idea for a live stream. You know how everyone does Q&As for live stream? They're like, ask me all your questions and I'll answer them. What if I did a reverse Q&A where I ask you guys questions? Obviously, the only way to do that is if I have a lot of people. But I was thinking it'd be super interesting if I came up with a list of questions that I had for the Fearless fam, and then you guys answer back in real time in the comments. And questions that are applicable to basically everyone. I thought that would be kind of cool. It's like crowdsourcing opinions and answers and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to refresh the comments page because I'm not sure if it's showing me up to date. It is. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, we got the more things I want to do this month. I want to make more food, like global recipes. Okay. Like, you know how I made those nopalitos? I want to make like dumplings, like Chinese dumplings, and I want to make Vietnamese spring rolls and all kinds of stuff. So that would be included in the daily vlogs. And I am thinking also that I want to have some kind of calendar system that I make for myself. And in the same way that I would plan for a sit-down talking video, I would like to plan for my daily vlogs so that I'm either going on an adventure every day or I'm kind of contemplating some kind of topic that day. I just think it'd be cool to have more focused daily vlogs since I'm not like getting lost in China anymore. Obviously, I can definitely get lost around here. I live in a very Hispanic area, and there's a lot of gentrification happening nearby, like not necessarily in this city, but in cities nearby. So it's an interesting area because it's interesting that within a 5-minute drive, you can go from being on these roads that are just torn up and like terrible, and there's like a bunch of like people look like they don't have very much money basically. And then you drive 5 minutes and you're in some city where there's like all white people who are like clearly very affluent, and they all have dogs and like huge cars and nice houses and stuff. It's very interesting. So this area, I can definitely explore this area. And I had this idea that popped up on my computer that I'd written down a long time ago. And it kind of plays into this whole going on adventures around where I live. It was an idea for a series called Adventure Anywhere. And the tagline was, visual proof that you don't need to take a flight to discover your next adventure. Trademark Lauren Without Fear, don't take it. No, just kidding. Oh good, Lisa and Thandi like the idea of the reverse Q&A. That's awesome. Maybe I should ask you guys some questions right now. That sounds kind of fun. But wait, hold on, I gotta finish my idea. The Adventure Anywhere. Basically, I want to show you guys that if you are, you deal with anxiety, or you're like, freaked out by the idea of travel, but you also love the idea of travel, that you really can face your own fears where you live, and you can travel where you live. You can explore all kinds of things you probably haven't even seen before. I don't know. I don't think that travel is exclusive to getting on a plane and going to a new country. I think that your own home country probably has a lot that you're not seeing because you've never been a tourist in your own country, I need to turn on a light because it's getting very dark in here. 1 second. And then I'm going to think of a question I'm going to ask you guys. Ooh, I don't know what it's going to be. That did almost nothing. But, oh well. Okay, let's see. What's my question for you? Ooh, I know a good question. I always wonder this about people. What is your dream car? Because my dream car is definitely not like your typical dream car. What else is going on in my life? Oh, if you're curious about Abe, Abe's leg is healing great. And I guess I could talk a little bit about the adventures that I went on with our in-laws, or my in-laws, not Eric's parents, my in-laws. So we drove up to Petaluma, like I said, and we went to Lagunitas, which is a brewing company. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard, if you guys are into beer, I'm sure you've heard of Lagunitas. But what I didn't realize until I got there was that this brewery is like the Disneyland of breweries. Like, you walk in, to this huge beer garden, and there's like live music, and there's tours and tastings and a merchandise store, and you can like walk around the factory and stuff, and it's crazy. It's this huge operation. It's pretty cool. So we explored Lagunitas, and we went on their little tour, and we explored downtown Petaluma, and then, oh, you guys are commenting. Oh, I like reverse Q&A. Guys, this is going to be the next live stream. Reverse Q&A, for real. Okay, so Mariah's dream car is a 71 Plymouth Barracuda. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to Google it. One moment, please. 71 Plymouth Barracuda. Whoa, that's fancy. Okay, hold on. I feel like I gotta... I don't know how to get these on here. Okay, so the Plymouth Barracuda basically looks like an old-fashioned, like, super cool, like, sports car. It's like an oldie sports car. I can appreciate that. Sorry, champagne gives me, like, hiccups and burps and stuff and gross things. Yaniful says, tiny house mobile car. Yeah, that's awesome. That's such an awesome dream car. Tiny house mobile car. Do you watch, are you a vlogger by any chance? There is a couple that I watch that, well, they used to drive around in a van, and now they live in Portland. And then there was another couple that, I'm sure you found all the tiny houses, but there was another couple that I just started subscribing to recently. It's two women who live in, I can't remember what their car is, but they live in like a teardrop camper. And it's super funny. Because they've got a really good sense of humor. Is it called like Two Girls in a Car or something? Okay, I'm gonna have to find this. Teardrop camper. They are called Exploring Alternatives? No. Happy Camper Wives. That's what they're called. It's a same-sex couple. It's a lesbian couple who lives in a camper van. They're really awesome. They've got such a good sense of humor. I know I keep saying that, but if you go watch them, Happy Camper Wives, you'll understand. They like make fun of each other all the time. Becca says Chevy truck is my dream. Already have one, would love a new one. Nice. I do love driving trucks. Those have always been my favorite vehicles to drive. I really wanted a Jeep back when I was a kid, like, because I like the feeling of, like, bouncing and, like, noisy and all that. I don't know, whatever. Lisa says a limo with a driver. Don't we all want that? I would just drink champagne in the back. I'd just be, like, a total drunk if I always had a driver. I'm just kidding. I don't think I would be. My stomach wouldn't let me. Just another little half a glass. I was looking so it doesn't drip down the top. Let's see, and Thandi says a Ford Mustang. Classic choice. I think my dream car is a Subaru. I feel like you guys are not going to be surprised. Probably either I don't know if it's a Forester or a Highlander. I don't really know. Is Highlander Toyota? I think it's a Forester, a Subaru Forester. Because the Outback, I think, is the smaller one. I don't know. Whatever the new, like, basically my dream car is like a black, brand new Subaru SUV. Like a, something where I can put, like, with, like, racks on top. Basically, something that, sorry, I got distracted by a comment. Something that can haul things, where I can store things on top of it. I can fit car seats and, like, a lot of dogs inside. That's my ideal. And I want to be very safe so my family stays safe. But yeah, I always like the idea of Subarus. And I actually, when I went car shopping, I test drove an old Subaru Outback, and it felt amazing. I loved driving it. but it was just so big for San Francisco. Like, it felt huge. It was too much because it was an older one, so it was like really wide and just felt heavy. It's fun to drive, great pickup, like, you know, like acceleration, all that, but it wasn't the car for me. Yanafol says, I saw that they sold their SF house to get the teardrop camper, right? I don't know, actually. That sounds about right, though. That seems to be everybody's story. I sold all my stuff to say, screw you, world, and just travel. I mean, it's ideal, isn't it? It's totally ideal. I quit my job to move to China. That probably wasn't the most mature move, but I did it. And guess how many regrets I have? Absolutely zero. What a surprise. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to ask another reverse Q&A question. What shall it be? Let's see. I always want to ask like an if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go kind of question, but it's so typical. I have a good one. If you could meet any celebrity family, who would it be? I know a lot of you guys are probably like, I am not interested in celebrities. I think I would want to meet the Duggar family. I don't know if any of you guys know them. They're a piece of work, I guess. I don't know. I don't mean anything bad towards them or good towards them. I disagree morally with many things that they say, but they fascinate me. If you don't know who they are, the Duggar family is from that show, 19 Kids and Counting. I have always been into that show. I don't know why. I'm really fascinated by like large families and any basically like cult-like situation. Like, I don't know. They live in a huge house, 19 kids. Like, come on, it's kind of starting to feel like a cult. That kind of stuff really interests me. From just, you know, just out of curiosity. It's not that I'm like all for it. I'm just curious. But yeah, I would love to meet their giant family and just kind of vibe them out, like see what they're really like in person. That would fascinate me. I have absolutely no interest in meeting a family like the Kardashians, for example, where I know that I would see them and probably be frightened because they are so like, they look like a fake person all the time. They're like walking Instagram photos. That kind of freaks me out. I think like my celebrity families are probably different than other people's. I feel like most people watch like celebrity families on TV, but I tend to watch them on YouTube. So other families, I would love to meet like the people who do Daily Bumps, Steps to Wonder, just like these normal families, just because I feel like I watch them every day and I would get along with them in real life. Oh, okay. Last weird idea that I'm going to share with you guys. Eric had this crazy idea that I personally have no interest in doing, but I'm curious what you guys think. Like, is this a viable business plan for any vlogger ever? He was like, what if you did daily live streams? And the reason I think he brought it up is because, you know, this is kind of what the people on Twitch do, and he watches a lot of Twitch. So that would be like people who do games. So those are like professional gamers. And I was like, what would I talk about? Like, how would this even work? And the first thing out of my mouth was no. Just no. Oh, it was kind of funny. But do you think daily live streaming is like something that YouTubers can do successfully? I mean, it's not like I get on here and like play music for you guys. I'm just chatting. Like, we're kind of just hanging out when I do a live stream. So I don't know. I just can't see it happening every day. But I was curious to see if you guys had anything to say about it. There's definitely some lag happening between the video and the comments. So I'm just getting some answers back for my celebrity family question. Lisa says the Osborne family. Oh my god. I would love to meet the Osborne family. Ooh. And then Mariah says ditto Osborne. Ooh. Okay. Actually, who would I rather meet? I may rather meet the Osborns rather than the Duggars now that I really think about it, because they sound really interesting, the Osborn family. Thandi says the Ebby family, Ebby. I have seen their vlogs before. I know exactly who you're talking about. These are YouTubers, but I've never really known how to pronounce their channel name. Is it Ebby? Ebby? I'm not really sure. But I agree. They seem, the Ebby family, we're just going to call them the Ebby family. They seem really down to earth. I do get some vibes from them, like they might be like staging or faking things sometimes, but I don't know if that's just because they are honestly like a really cool family. They're always talking about how important it is to, you know, pay attention, like give your older kids attention. Don't just be obsessed with the idea of babies, and you know, play with your kids, let your kids learn, hang out with them, talk to them like an adult, talk to them like kids, like let them be who they're supposed to be. So I think their parenting style is really cool. I definitely applaud them for that. And I love that their kids pick up the camera a lot too. But I don't know them very well. Lisa says there are quite a few daily periscopers. I do not actually have any experience with Periscope. So I should look into that and see what on earth that is. But these daily Periscoper people, is it like daily vloggers where they just kind of show you their lives and you just kind of hang out? Or is this the kind of thing where they do like music or gaming or something? That's kind of what I'm curious about. Because if I was just kind of sitting here hanging out with you guys, I feel like there'd be so many down moments where I'm just chilling here, like just heavily drinking, and you guys are just asking me questions like, Lauren, are you live? Lauren, why are you so white? Lauren, why are you so dark? I'm just repeating comments from YouTube now. Anyways, Thandi says, also I'd like to meet those ladies from Sister Wives. I'm really interested in what they're thinking, not judging, just would like to get a different perspective. They seem so happy with the setup. You know what's funny is I avoided Sister Wives like the plague, but I love TLC. Like, I have a very big spot in my heart for TLC reality shows, obviously, since I watched the Duggar family. And so every time I would see a Sister Wives commercial, I was like, I'm never going to watch Sister Wives. And the reason was because the commercials are so dramatic. I swear, in every commercial, someone is crying. And it just never came across to me like they were living a very happy lifestyle. And then I actually watched an episode one day, and they seemed very happy. Like, what the heck? How'd they make commercials look so sad for a happy family? I don't really understand. I'm looking at myself be all like glitched out because the live stream's all crazy. I'm sorry it's so dark, you guys. I think I'm going to end a little bit early, so I've got like 5 more minutes on here. The lighting's just getting really bad, and my connection's really bad. So, yeah, I agree with the Sister Wives thing. I would like to meet them. I think that I'm fascinated by cult-like families and people who are happy, but not fascinated by ones that seem unhappy. That's why I'm so interested in like the Duggar family and like these huge Mormon families. Oh my gosh, they always fascinate me. I'm like an OG Shaytards fan, although if you are too, I'm sure you know all the like drama going on with that. So they don't post anymore. They're not online anymore, all that stuff. So, but yeah, I used to watch Shaytards and really like it because they're such a big like happy family, or at least it seemed that way. What was I going to say? Yeah, but I'm the same way where I'm not judging them. I'm just like honestly very curious. How are you so happy? Lisa says some Periscopers live abroad in Paris, etc. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't live abroad. Or do I? No, actually, when Eric's in-laws, why do I keep saying Eric's in-laws? They're my in-laws, his parents. When my in-laws were here, they were fascinated by the amount of like weird food options. Like, for example, you go out to a breakfast place here and you can get like nopales con huevos, which is cactus with eggs. That's pretty normal. chilaquiles, which is like, it's kind of like chips baked in like, you could kind of call it an enchilada-ish type sauce. I don't know. It's like chips baked in a sauce with cheese. You kind of have to see it to understand. Not my favorite dish, but it's pretty common. But yeah, they were really interested in like all the weird food options and also the number of different languages spoken, the amount of different like, the range of people in the Bay Area from rich to poor, all that kind of stuff. They live in North Carolina, so things there are quite different. It's pretty white there. It's kind of like you go back, let's see how many years. A lot of years in time. Yeah, basically, politically, North Carolina is totally like going back in time. Not if you just stay in like Raleigh, that's going to be a totally different experience. That's more like cultural, I would say. But if you go down to the area they're in, which is Onslow County, well, I don't know if it's Onslow County, but that's the only county I remember the name of. It's near like Jacksonville. You'll see a Confederate flag from time to time. Anyone who looks like a hippie will probably get stared at. Interracial couples might get stared at. It's like going back in time in America. It's pretty incredible. Like, not incredible in a good way, but like kind of a scary way. However, North Carolina is gorgeous, and I always look forward to going back there because the beach is amazing. Like, best beach ever. I think East Coast has the best beaches. West Coast beaches are beautiful, but not swimmable, in my opinion. Maybe if you're a surfer, you might prefer the West Coast, though. Oh, and if you guys don't know, basically, a lot of parts of the West Coast, basically the way the water is, it starts out kind of shallow, and then it goes whoop, and then there's a dip. So you get down to deep water really quickly, for the most part, on the West Coast. Not everywhere, obviously. And then on the East Coast, a lot of parts of the East Coast, especially like this beach we would go to in North Carolina, it will just like gradually like out, just little bit by bit, and then it'll even go back up, and there will be sandbars out there. I didn't even know what a sandbar was until I was in North Carolina. I was like, Eric, how are there people standing in the water out there in the distance? And he's like, they're probably on a sandbar. I was like, I must go out there. And I'm a horrible swimmer, but I managed to make it out to the sandbar. It was really fun. Yeah, I think that's why I like East Coast beaches, because the water is like 80 degrees. It's amazing. It's like a heated swimming pool temperature, and it's not like as scary or rugged as the West Coast. But West Coast, best coast, probably never moving. Thandi says, can't go to North Carolina, then black in an interracial relationship, LOL, classic combo. Classic combo. Isn't that just like globalization though? Like, I feel like everyone is like eventually going to encounter family members who are in interracial relationships, and all our children, like 20 years from now, not 20, like 200 years from now, are all going to be just like a like milky like brownishy, like what's the word? Ethnically ambiguous skin tone. Like, I feel like eventually everyone's just gonna be like mixed completely. Except China. China's just gonna be all Chinese people. Okay, I need to drink more. No, but Thandi, in all seriousness, you'd probably be fine. I think some people would look, and I think if you were to like go into the countryside of North Carolina, maybe people would give you stares. Go down a little further south, South Carolina, questionable. But if you like went to Raleigh, North Carolina, which is like the capital, or is it Charlotte? I don't know what's the capital, but it's like Raleigh's like the big city in North Carolina. You'd be fine. I just can't believe that there are people in the world who like look at people with two different skin colors and still question it. But I guess that's kind of an American experience, is growing up around a crap load of interracial couples. Plus, I I don't think you guys have ever seen pictures of my family. I hope I don't share them online because they don't want to be online. But my dad is half Syrian and my mom is like just a mixed European bag of like randomness and then like some Native American thrown in here and there. So my dad is like, you know, in the summertime when everyone's getting all tan, my mom's very white and my dad is very brown. So I grew up in that household, so I don't know if maybe that's why I'm just like, I don't understand how you can have a problem with this. This seems very normal to me. But yeah, whew. Some parts of America just really fascinate me, don't they? Lisa, you know what I'm talking about. Lisa and I really bonded over the American election. This is getting a little too political, though. I don't want to like enter this political sphere. But yeah. America is a wild place right now. A confused place, if you will. Let's just hope that it doesn't turn out too much like House of Cards. Which is what I'm going to go watch here. Like, basically, as soon as I'm done with the live stream here, Eric and I are going to go sit on the couch and go binge watch, like, 4 episodes of House of Cards. Oh, I want to vlog this. Hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere. You got to be in the vlog. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Hey guys, I don't know if you can see me, but I'm live streaming right now. and I really wanted to show you guys my little setup here. And I wanted you to say hi, Vlogception. Thandi and Lisa and Mariah and the Chris's and Becca and Yanafo. I don't know how to say her name, but they've all been hanging out with me during the live stream. And it's been really fun. You guys should definitely join in on my next live stream. If you guys don't know what's happening, I'm vlogging right now, so just give me 1 second. But I'm actually going to end the video right here. Total vlogception. Becca says, hey vlog. But thank you for watching today, guys, and I will see you tomorrow, because we are daily vlogging now. It's going to be every day. Welcome to VLUNE. Hello, future Lisa. Okay, bye. We ended the vlog, guys. Thanks for helping me out. I hope you guys had fun doing that. Good night. That's it. No more champagne. I'm trying to count calories. We've been talking about health and stuff and how we're going to make changes, and that doesn't include drinking an entire bottle of champagne. And on that note, thanks for helping me end the vlog today, guys. I will see you tomorrow with the vlog that I just ended on here. What kind of vlogception is happening? It's so confusing. But I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Thandi, you're in China. It's early in the morning. Have a fantastic day. Go eat a jianbing or whatever, something Chinese. Go eat something Chinese for me. Or don't, that's fine too. Go to 7-Eleven for me. I really miss Chinese 7-Elevens. The 7-Elevens here in America are so bad. Someone needs to tell them. Anyways, bye. Thanks for watching, and thank you especially for hanging out. If you want to keep hanging out, you can go to this link that I am putting right here in the chat, and you can join there. Although I think a lot of you... Oh, that didn't work. Hold on 1 second. I think a lot of you are already in it, but it is the Fearless Fam Facebook group. You can request to join. I'll accept your request. That's not a link either. You'll have to copy paste. I'm so sorry. But join the group. Thanks for watching. Okay. Bye.